What's up, YouTube? This is GhostCool566 here. I'm starting a new segment. Shout out to MCO40 for the idea, I guess. He does his gadgets. I do my, he does. That's what he does best. That's what he loves. And I love Quickdraw. Um, so I'm just doing this. I guess I don't want to call it perfecting Quickdraw or maybe Quickdraw discussion, but until I figure out the name, it'll just be, I guess perfecting Quickdraw. So this is the deck I'm running. Over in the last format, so I guess I went through the whole process of learning how to play with it, and I went through all the, I guess the trials of being a quick draw player. I guess I know how to play with the deck. I know the ins and outs of it, so I guess I know enough to be able to tell you guys what to do with the deck and what tech choices. So I'm gonna go with some choice I'm running in the main deck and side deck. Um, and also, I guess this is the first one. I'll just show you really quick the synchro deck. I don't want to show too much of my side deck yet, just because I'm still testing it. But I'll get to that maybe in another video. But for right now, it's just little tech choices that makes the deck pretty good. So, first card is Chivalry. This is a very I didn't like it at first, but it's a very interesting card. It's obviously side deck. It's um, it's a great card. I'm not gonna lie. It's an amazing card when used right. But for the most part, some decks don't really need it. But this deck really needs to side it because of one matchup. And no matter what any quick draw player tells you or says, GB is the worst and hardest matchup for this deck. No matter what is the hardest matchup, unless that person has bad GB players in their area, or gets really lucky against GBs or something, or they always open broken with this deck. GB is the hardest matchup. Chariot wrecks this deck. Almost every card in the deck has an effect. Literally every card has an effect. So that's just ridiculous. Once they get the loop off, unless you can cold wave Black Rose, you really can't do anything. So Chivalry stops GB. So that simply said, it's a great card. It can stop Herc. When the GB tags out, since all their effects happen in the battle phase, it'll stop it. It can get over a Gores, a Herc. You can attack a Herc, compulse. Then you can do Chivalry, or if they attack you, you Mirror Force and Chivalry. You can do a lot of things with that card. It's a quick way to get out of a Herc. That's pretty much one of the only ways you can get out of a Herc. So it's a great card. Just GBs in general is the main reason why you should run it if you're in this deck. And Herald does help, but there's a lot of good cards to stop Herald, but Decree just pretty much wrecks all of them because they're all traps. So if this card, I guess you should try it, but pretty much if you don't, they draw Decree early, you auto lose. It's so hard to get rid of that deck, but you won't see too much of it, so that's pretty good. Next card is Vanity Scene. I play this card mostly, I guess, for GBs because I have a lot of GB hate, but I did play it last format for X Sabers and Infernity, mainly because I take out Caius in game two and play in the deck, especially GBs, because you summon Caius and they can just chariot it. This, it's another little annoying. It's like a fossil dyna, I guess. It's just aggravating to get over it, because you gotta book it and attack it. No matter what, you gotta do something. You can't, and this allows you to set cards or summon. Like you can summon a card trooper and start attacking, and they can't attack card trooper and bring out Mermillo. So it just adds a little bit of a power bonus, and it's like a little bit better than Caius in certain matchups. The other one is Effect Waiter. I main one and I side one. Great card. It's so good in this deck. It's a tuner. Um, it stops. It doesn't do much against GB, so I always side it out. Mirror Match is a great card. You can stop their Debris Drag when they go for a big effect. It answers to Drill Warrior. It's one of the few cards that stops Drill Warrior. Blizzard, it stops Caius, Dark Arm, JD. So many cards it stops. It's better than Crow this format just because the graveyard is good, but this gives you more options. Last format I would have told you that the Crow was better just because it can't stop an Archfiend, a Fernie Archfiend from searching. But I'd rather you just get rid of the Archfiend than actually have him in the field still. So, but this card is just such a good card. It was really good against Frog Monarchs, but that deck hasn't really done much right now. It can't really do much. But it's such a good card, and you can recycle it with Quickdraw, which is the with Joe Ward. That's the main reason why this card is so good. You play one, stop an effect. When you have a good control, you can put it back in your hand, and then that just is a little quick negate if they ever try to find a way to come back. So this is some text. I'll probably make this video either bi-weekly or monthly. So yeah, here's the little tech choices. Hope you guys like it. You should try them out. So remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. So peace out, YouTube.